Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about teaching you how to create print-on-demand designs using Canva. So if that is something that you're interested in, please do stick around. Okay, so in today's video, I want to go over some of the niches that you should be designing for right now. So what we're looking at is next month and the following month. So next month is going to be February, and then the following month is March. So these are the niches that you should either have already started if it's early February or be working on now when we're looking into March. And so I've got a good list here. And so obviously February, people think about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a popular niche. It is also a very saturated niche, and believe it or not a lot of people necessarily wear shirts for Valentine's Day. When you're looking at Valentine's Day shirts, you're probably looking more for like little kid type of designs. So things that parents might buy for their kids to wear to school for Valentine's Day. So you're looking for something cute, something sort of cartoony. Dinosaurs with hearts are very popular styles. Things that say like I steal hearts, that's very popular. Or, what are some of the other ones I've seen? Currently single, or future ladies man, currently mama's boy sort of thing. Chicks dig me with the little excavator thing. So lots of fun ways that you can go with Valentine's Day designs, more for little kids. You can also try the other route, which would be like anti-Valentine's Day designs for single people. And then there's also like the matching, couples Valentine's Day style designs too. So those are different ways that you could go. Again, Valentine's Day is maybe 3 weeks from now. So if you haven't started designing, you really want to get those up in the next week, because you definitely want to get it up at least 2 weeks in advance, probably more. You probably want those up now. Again, Black History Month is in February, so that is starting in just about a week, but people will buy Black History Month shirts throughout the month, and so you could still definitely be working on those. February is Heart Disease Month, and the color for that is red. So there is a lot of different red style designs that you can do for Heart Disease Month. I've seen a lot of butterflies. I've seen, red hearts. I've seen red rainbows. So, you can go ahead and look that up. It's very popular every year as well. President's Day, is towards the end of the month. So that's about a month away. You could start putting some President's Day designs up. Those are usually just going to be some funny things, some things that are patriotic. This is where you're going to see some of like the drinking president designs for adults. And so always funny there. Groundhog's Day, that is again at the very beginning of February. So if you haven't yet, you could throw some Groundhog's Day designs up. They don't sell huge, but there's also a lot less competition. So, something to consider. World Cancer Day is at the beginning of February, and so again, you could make some shirts for World Cancer Day. Mardi Gras is probably the big one that you should be working on now for February. It's at the end of February, so it's about a month away. So you should be working on those and getting those up now for Mardi Gras. And then obviously football. The Super Bowl is in February. You can't make Super Bowl shirts, obviously, but you can definitely do generic football shirts, halftime style shirts, things like that. I hope both teams have fun type of shirts, or I hate both teams, or, whatever the case may be. You can definitely start, putting up some good football style tailgating, whatever shirts for the end of February. But again, most of these you should already be working on. You should already have up, hopefully. If not, you need to get on it really quick. Next, we have the ones that you should be kind of working on, looking forward, and that is going to be the ones for March. So as I scroll down here to my March niches, put it right there. The big ones for March, because there's a lot going on in March as well. Obviously, Pi Day is 3/14, so, for all the math geeks out there, pie shirts, funny pie shirts are actually very popular, so as we're starting to look forward, think about that. International Women's Day is a big one, and so that is on March 8th, so you can make a lot of designs for International Women's Day. Obviously, St. Patrick's Day, it's another very saturated one. You have to kind of niche down and find very specific things for St. Patrick's Day. Get creative. You can always do searches on Amazon by just typing in St. Patrick's Day shirts, seeing what comes up as popular, and then trying to niche down from there. And so that's the way I might go for St. Patrick's Day. It's also cerebral palsy month. In fact, it's a lot of months. It's cerebral palsy month, it's multiple sclerosis month, it's traumatic brain injury month, and we have epilepsy's Purple Day that month and Down Syndrome Day that month. So there's a lot of different causes that you can do shirts for. And so those are all popular things that people will buy shirts for, is the different causes that happen to go on each month. I've gone ahead and put the color associated with each of these next to it. So, I mean, you can definitely see, so cerebral palsy, you're gonna want green colors, green ribbons, green butterflies, green, you know, whatever, green rainbows is gonna be big for cerebral palsy. It is not Down syndrome month, but Down syndrome day is on the 21st, because it is trisomy 21, that is Down syndrome, so they've gone ahead and made that the day for Down syndrome day. Multiple sclerosis, it is the month, and the color associated with that is going to be orange, so all of your orange ribbon stuff is going to be for multiple sclerosis, or MS. You've got your traumatic brain injury month, and the color associated with that is going to be green. And epilepsy, it's not epilepsy month again, but it is Purple Day, which is associated with epilepsy, and that is on the 26th of March. So those are all designs that you can be working on. Just like on February we had football niche, in March we've got the basketball niche. Again, you cannot use this specific phrase, but you can definitely do generic basketball style shirts the same as you did generic football style shirts. So a lot of different basketball shirts that you can start putting up. We also have this niche right here. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you can read it. There's different ways to get into this. You have to be creative not to hit trademarks. So sometimes just reading or rhyming type of shirts, kids rhyming shirts, something silly, you can find a way to sort of work into that niche in a way that obviously doesn't infringe on any trademarks. March is also the beginning of spring. And so any shirts that are just sort of spring related, general spring shirts, flowers and all of that, but also looking at spring break, especially when we start thinking about high school and even more so college spring break. Those are going to be, very popular selling shirts for that time. I also want you to be thinking, when you're thinking about spring break, you're thinking tropical, you're thinking beaches. So you're not necessarily just designing for shirts. Make sure you get them on tank tops as well. So especially if you're limited on what you're putting it on, make sure you put some tank tops up, because those are going to be big selling for spring break. And so these are the things that I want you guys to be working on now as we're looking forward. So we always want to be looking forward at least a month or two. And so I'll go ahead in a couple months, I'll make another video looking forward at some of the niches that we'll be working on in the future. I do have a whole video covering this, so if you were to go to my channel and look for the video that is niches for the year, it will go over all of these niches for the entire year. So if you're curious about that and you really want to be far in advance, you can go ahead and look at that video too. If you have any questions or comments about niches or about designing for print on demand or anything like that, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. I do try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. I hope you guys are doing well with your sales. I hope you guys are having fun creating designs and creating some new and original style designs too. I know there's a lot of people stealing designs. Always remember that you don't want to steal somebody else's design. You want yours to be original. And if you want somebody to buy your design over somebody else's design, you got to make it different. You got to make it stand out. You want your design to be better than somebody else's, or at the very least different than somebody else's, so that you add a new flair or a new spin to some of these niches. So you can be as creative as you want. You can do searches on Etsy or searches on Amazon for these topics and see what comes up, see what the popular sub niches are, and see what the different design styles and elements that people use are. And you can kind of use that for inspiration to create your own designs. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. If there's any specific design you'd like to see, put it in the comment section below and I'll try to go ahead and do that for you. And if you're not subscribed, if you haven't subscribed already, please do hit like and subscribe. It helps out the algorithm. It helps me out. I'm a growing channel. And so I'd like to continue to be growing. If you haven't, please recommend me to any of your friends that are in print on demand as well, or share some of these videos on Facebook is great too. That would just be a big help to me. Otherwise, keep growing, stay creative, and I hope to see you next time. That's it for today's video. If you found this useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.